What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Sam. And today we are doing a overrated versus underrated fitness and wellness, like, trends.
Concepts, ideas, things.
Yeah, we're just going to rant.
We're just going to do what we do best and talk shit about things.
Yeah, literally. So hope you stick around for that. But first things first, you guys know the deal, weekly catch up.
Yeah. First things first before that, even more of a first thing. I don't sound like myself. I lost my voice. I was doing voiceover stuff on TikTok and people were like, this literally took me forever to realize it was you. Like, why don't you sound like yourself?
Yeah, usually I'm the one with no voice.
I raged too hard and you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't even remember you like really singing at all.
I had a sore throat.
Yeah,
and
it just caught up on you, I guess.
So then the sore throat went away, and then it just was like a lot. It was a lot on my throat and my vocal cords, I guess.
Yeah.
So I just sound like a 60-year-old smoker, and that is that. Really exciting thing during the week that occurred. Actually, was that Monday? When did we do this? Yeah, Monday. Yeah. But like an exciting work thing is that our new merch, you guys can check it out. And it's like available for like pre-order. So basically, if you place your order now, as soon as we get it, we'll ship it right to you. As soon as we get it, we have your information. As soon as we get it, we'll take it to the post office like that day or the next day. So you'll be ready to go to get it. There's pics on our website. We'll have more pics once we get it of like us in it and things. But this stuff is so fucking cute.
I know. I'm so excited about the t-shirt and the professional fun havers hat. Those are my two that I cannot wait to rock.
Our t-shirt and the koozies are the best seller.
Yeah.
Those are the best sellers.
Who doesn't love a nice koozie?
And it's just so like, you can have so many.
Yeah.
Like you can always need another one.
Yeah. You can never run out.
Yeah. It's always a good thing to have. Like, I wish we had them already because I'd love to put my can in it.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I know. Hopefully by this weekend.
But yeah, the stuff on our website is literally so fucking cute. Like, every time we come out with merch, it's like, this is the cutest merch yet. But it's like, actually the cutest merch yet. Like, it's so...
I know. It just gets better and better every time.
Yeah.
Which, like... I don't know.
As it should.
Yeah, as it should. It should never be, like, worse than before drop.
Yeah,
you know?
Imagine we get on, we're like, we came out with new merch. It's
not as good as the last one.
It kind of sucks. However, the designs are shitty, but bear with us. No, yeah, it's really cute stuff. And we've been always also excited about you guys like using the app, downloading the app, getting your workouts in, doing things like that. So just follow us on Instagram to stay up to date with all of that. And now that I'm done with the self promo, now let's talk about fun stuff.
Yeah, I had a pretty productive week last week in terms of like during the days. I ran so many errands, was doing so many like daily vlogs, and like this week it just slapped me in the face. I'm like, what the fuck? I have like no energy like at all.
We switched.
Yeah,
like, that was me last week.
Like it was like toward the end of the week, and then like going into the weekend, and then like now the beginning of this week, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the beginning of my week last week was truly awful and horrible, and I truly can't even function as a human being the week before my period, or like kind of like a week and a half before. I don't know.
I don't even know if mine's period related. I just genuinely think it's the weekend because like I just got off my period.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Mine was definitely period related. I'm like pretty sure my psychiatrist told me a while ago that I have PMDD, which is like just really, 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 really bad PMS. And I kind of just like blew it off, but it's like a real thing. And I think they were indeed right. And it just like smacks me in the face and I can't function. And I made a TikTok about it being like, guys, how do you combat this? Is this just how I have to live for the rest of my life? Like the week before my period, I have to just suck it up and just be fucking miserable? There needs to be a way to fix this. This can't be how I live. I can't have 1 week out of the month for the rest of my life be like this. And all the comments were like, you gotta lean into it and relax. I'm like, no, I can't. So still on the verge of figuring that out. And then this week is my like productive week. Like, switched.
I'm just hoping within like, I feel like I'm in a place right now with like my period and like balancing on my hormones that like my hormones are finally like like catching up to me, but like not in the best way possible. Like I'm not balanced out whatsoever. Like I can just feel my body like trying to figure it out. But hopefully in like maybe 3 or 4 months, like I'm like a great human, like so like vibey with my body and like understanding everything, but not right now. So, but we had a pretty productive weekend. Kind of like started our weekend. I mean, Thursday. What did we do Thursday? By the way, someone made a comment in my Q&A. It was like, why are you always on your phone? I have my photo album up like during the catch up to remind me of things that happened during the week, because your girl takes a lot of photos and videos during the week, so it helps me a lot know like what
I got a
doing.
comment about that. They were like, why every time you're talking is Sam like on your phone not listening to you?
Yeah. Well, also another thing to keep in mind is we talk about like most of the things.
Yeah, like she probably already heard me
like
say
everything she says, I'm like, I've already heard this. But my photos, it helps me a lot with knowing what happens because it's got timestamps and shit. But yeah, I went to the pool, or I was tanning like Thursday and Friday. So like I feel like I have a great base color right now, which I love because I feel like I like lacked it for about like 2 weeks here because it was raining literally every single day. And then on Friday we started our adventures per usual.
Literally, we had such a just an adventure week.
Yeah, which like I'm the worst at like, oh, I'm gonna go for casual drinks, and then it never stays casual. But I really this past weekend went in intention with that. But then when you were like, oh, like let's stay out, like let's put the cars back, and I'm like, oh my god, like we're going out.
You guys were going, so I had like we were gonna have like casual drinks. I wasn't gonna have more than like one drink. I was just
like we started at Mad El Rancho's and we got Cokes.
Yeah. Like I was gonna drive. Like I was like driving us. Like I really wasn't going to drink. And then I was like, we're literally staying out. Like I knew that was the vibe. So I was like, fuck it. And like my boyfriend had driven too in a separate car. So I was like, fuck it. We're gonna go get our cars, drive them home, Uber back, because responsibility. One thing I was actually thinking about talking about this on the podcast since we did that. One thing, if y'all are like, yeah, you know what, like we're inspiring you to like live life a little more, have fun on the weekends, be fucking responsible and have safe ways of getting home. Be fucking responsible.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive. It's literally so stupid. Call an Uber, have someone be a designated driver. Don't do any of that stupid, dumb shit. So literally drove our cars home, and I was so efficient with it.
I thought you weren't coming back. I was like, she's not fucking
like,
coming back.
If you drive your car back, you're not gonna come. I was like, no, I literally am. I had GPS on so that it told me like how many minutes I was away from the house, and the Uber said 6 minutes away. So when my GPS said 6 minutes away, I called the Uber, and as soon as I pulled into the house, the Uber was already there. So I just got out of one car and then the other car and came right back.
Yeah. It took, well, in my head, it kind of took a while because like I was like
took
already
like 30 minutes, but
within the 30 minutes, like so much happened that like we were at Lucky Duck and then we left and then my sneaky link showed up and I was like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? Didn't think you were coming. And then we went to Latchkey and then I'm on Latchkey tables and I'm like, where's my friend? And I'm like,
but it wasn't that long.
No, yeah. But then I checked your location and saw you were coming back. I was like, no fucking way. She's actually coming back.
Yeah.
But the thing is with like the casual drinks thing is like, if I'm having a good time, like why go home? You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to regret staying out if I'm having a good time.
I'll regret drinking more.
Yeah, but in the same sense, it's like, but I had so much fun, so like I don't really care. But like if I didn't have a good time, then I'd be like, okay, whatever. But like it's never been like that, at least for me. Like it's never been like, oh, I didn't have fun. Like I wish I didn't go out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Taylor vlogged that day too, so you can check out her YouTube.
I did vlog that day. I've been trying to vlog more on YouTube. So.
Yeah. So like our guy friends are like so like they are just always want to have a good time and like buy professional fun havers, and they just love buying shots and like chugging their beers and like just like it sounds horrible like explaining that, but like I love being around them. So we got the four of us a shot, and that's when I knew. I'm like,
I didn't take it.
You didn't take it?
At Lucky Duck?
Yeah.
No, that was before I took my car home.
Who took it then?
You and Joe.
I thought there was 4.
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, anyways.
Oh, wait, no. And my boyfriend, too.
Yeah.
So
So
3. I didn't take it because I still had to take my car home.
yeah, and it was fucking Fireball, and I was like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, ew, gross. But then I did it anyway. And the one thing about Lucky Duck is it is happy hour, and I did not realize this because last week I explained to you guys, I was like, oh my god, like the bartenders are flirting with me, like giving me 2 drinks for $8. No, it's happy hour until 8 p.m. And when I asked that this past weekend when we were there, I was like, what's the deal? Like, why are they drinks so cheap? They're like, it's happy hour till 8 for like a few of the cocktails. So it's like espresso martinis, that martini thing that you liked. What is it?
It's a mule.
Okay, the mule.
It's pink.
And then some type of like other drink. And I was like, no way.
I've got a
Dangerous.
dirty martini on. No, was that Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, but I get dirty martinis there sometimes, and those put me on my ass, but they're so good.
Yeah. So Taylor brings her car back, and I'm out with everyone else, and we're transitioning from Lucky Duck to Latchkey, which is literally like a block down the road. So as we're leaving, I already am in the mindset that Sneaky Link's not even going out tonight because he had like this other party thing with his roommate that he had to go to. And so I'm like, whatever, like full rage tonight. Like, I'm going to find me a man. We're walking out, and he is just standing there, like at the entrance, like coming in. And he's like hammered, and I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, that party was late, I wanted to come through. I'm like, oh, you wanted to come through because I was here? He goes, I made like a joke. I was like, oh, because me and all my friends. He goes, actually, they're my friends too. And I'm like, no, they ain't. And then I just knew, I'm like, from that moment on, I was like, damn, in for a long night. Because I told myself I was going to play hard to get, and it just didn't work.
It did not work. Never does. 2 things that never work: casual drinks and playing hard to get.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
And they directly influence one another.
Yeah.
Because there's like, if there was a graph of like how hard it is to play hard to get versus like how many drinks you are in, they're directly correlated.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And
sober, oh my god.
Both nights at Latchkey, so many people were there.
Yeah.
Like Friday, there were so we usually go to the table in the back corner, but we were on the table that was like, oh wait, no, that was Saturday.
Yeah, look, when we go out twice, the days blend.
I know they do blend. But okay, so on Friday, we were actually in the back corner. We were 100% because then there was a bunch of other people that were like over near the stage.
Yeah, this is all like.
Yeah, well, you don't really remember the stage part. Because I was like, oh, me and Haley went to the stage.
When we go out twice, I simply cannot tell you what was when and what day. It's way too much for my brain.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't.
But we didn't stay out super late that night, did we?
No.
Like 11:30? Because
Yeah.
I remember laying in bed at Sneaky Links, looking at my phone like after we had already like hooked
the
up.
Panthers
and it
game
was
on Friday,
12:30.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like one of the last things I did was like take a shot after the Panthers won.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's no way the game finished at
Yeah.
like midnight.
No.
That wasn't that late.
No. Yeah, because I remember because I was gonna text you at like 12:30 saying like I'm staying there, and I didn't text you, but like I just remember last time I looked at my phone after I had hooked up with him was at 12:30. Yeah, as you guys can tell, I obviously didn't win the play hard to get.
Oh, I left at midnight.
Oh, you did?
And you were still there.
Fuck, okay.
Because
Damn.
at 12 exactly, I texted. Oh, no, that was Saturday. Oh, no, Saturday 12, so Friday. You know?
Damn.
Because 12 a.m., you know, it's going to say Saturday 12 a.m.
Then I wonder if I
Friday
looked at
night.
my phone before we hooked up.
I said
I can't
Uber
remember.
here, now or never, because Sam didn't want to go home with him. So I was like,
Yeah, I know. She texted me and she goes, now or never come. I didn't see your text though. Because that's the one thing about that
this
place.
is a
their
text.
service
Midnight.
sucks.
Midnight. Uber here, now or never. 8:50 a.m. Ha ha ha, I fucked up.
Yeah, no, I woke up the next morning and I just looked at him and go, fuck. I was like, damn it. But we ended up like hanging out for a good amount that morning. And then I was like so nervous because I knew, guys, going into this weekend, I needed to like just like talk to him on a serious note. But I didn't want to do it while I was like still like hanging out at his house because like then that would have just been like awkward.
Okay,
So
like now I'll take you home.
yes, yeah, now I'll take you home. So I was like, you know what? We'll have to talk on the car ride home because the car ride home is like 15 minutes. And like we went to go get Starbucks and stuff. And so I was like, fuck yeah, like we're going to do that. So we get in the car, we're listening to music for a second. I'm like, fuck. Like, how do I do this? And I just like turned down the music. I'm like, can I like ask you a serious question? And that's when we kind of like just talked on a serious note there for a minute. And I hate to say this, but like sneaky link is like only gonna be a sneaky link, and like that's nothing more. And it's sad to say, but like it's for good reasons. Like I don't want to like drop all of his fucking shit out there, but like it is for good reasons that he doesn't want to. But like obviously I'm sad about it because like I have so much fun. So knowing me, I need to like move on from the situation and like maybe start to go on dates with other people. It just sucks because I've been telling Taylor, I'm like I don't want to like sleep around with other people. Like that's not something I like to do. Like good sex is good sex. Like fuck sleeping around with random people. And so I like get out of the car and I'm like, and he was like, so like does that mean like we're done like doing this? I'm like, yeah, like sorry, sucks to suck, like it's over with. And then later that day we all went out again and we day drank that day.
Yeah, I mean we got there at like 5.
Yeah, but like we left the house at like what 3:30 because we went to go to dinner.
Yeah, we got dinner and then went and we got like a drink at dinner because we went to the fire food and Marg's.
Yeah.
Veracruz best.
So good.
Best, so fucking good. So we grabbed some grub and then went out to Caramucho to start. Which if you're an OG,
I know. But the service there that day was just so bad. It ruined it for me. It like really did.
Yeah. We were like really on one, like really had a vibe going.
Yeah, like
and then the service just tanked. Like normally getting a drink is so easy. And like there was tables, so like there was gonna be 4 of us. We're like, oh, we'll sit at a table, you know, so we don't have to like stand around. Like we'll sit because like we were waiting for Haley to come. It just made sense to sit, and we figured like we'd still get a drink in 2 seconds. Like drinks come out at restaurants so fast. It took like 20 minutes to get a fucking drink.
Yeah.
And then like poor waitress, there was like such a big language barrier going on. It was very complicated and it took forever to get drinks. And then Haley came and we're like, don't like go into the bar and get a drink. She got a drink
within 2 seconds.
Immediately walked in, brought it out, and we're like, okay, we fucked up there. So like it really was just killing the vibe.
Yeah, I didn't even get the drink I wanted either. I was like, fuck this. Yeah,
the drinks were gross.
They were gross. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, like it was just like
I'm never going there again and like sitting at a table. I'm only doing it at the bar.
Killed the vibe. Killed the vibe 100%. But
we just knew though, like we were meeting all of our friends on Rainy Street, so we were like, I need to get out of here. I kept like waving over. I'm like, can I please get the check? Like, please. Because it was like stressing me out because we had been there for like so long but accomplished nothing.
But finally, we were able to go to Rainy Street and meet up with all of our friends at Umbar, which Umbar, sitting in the front is so chill. There's like a front like and a back. Yeah. And sitting in the front is like chilling in a yard with your friends doing nothing. And then the back is like the rager of a lifetime. Yeah. And it's very stressful back there.
Like, okay, imagine like a zoo as a bar.
It's
like
a circus.
Yeah, it's a circus. So like there's like big fake giraffes, big fake elephants. There's a slide. There's like a stage. So the back is like crazy. Like you've definitely seen it on our Snapchat stories because I post it every time I'm there. I'm like,
yeah, the back is crazy. Like sometimes I hate that bar and sometimes I like it. It really depends on my mood. Like
yeah, the vibe.
That day I was kind of like, this is not the bar I want to be at because it's like, it's so overwhelming back there.
It's only good though if we're all back there. Like
well,
if we all had
back
our
there
own
and
section,
all trying to be.
No, but not even because that one time we met up with the boys. Like over like St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
We would have
there.
that table and that
it's
was
just
fine.
Like crazy back there. Like it's like very stressful back there. It's a lot. It's very crowded. Like walking to the bar is very crowded. It's very crowded back there. But we were just hanging out there having a good old time. Sam hard launched my boyfriend on her Snapchat story.
Yeah, dude, it's so like we're just like so comfortable with him that it's like I forget that like the public doesn't know he exists. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, huh, like come on, get in this bigger. Like, guys, group picture. Like, I don't know. I'm not.
Like, I posted him on my Snapchat story too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it wasn't. Like, in what you posted, we're, like, next to each other. So it's like, oh, that's, like, your boyfriend. And some people already know who he is. So they're like, oh, that's like your boyfriend. But if you don't, and it's just a picture of the dudes and he's in it, like.
Yeah, you're not going to know.
You don't know. People don't know that aren't so invested that that's my boyfriend. That could be anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I posted on my story too, and everyone was
I know.
like,
I think I'm gonna start like posting like sneaky link in my shit now because like it doesn't matter. Like there was like certain things that I didn't post this past weekend, and I just saved it in like my archives because like I was like, oh, he's in it. But now I'm like, I don't even care. Exactly, I don't care. Like, and like, yeah, I don't know. So, anyways,
I'll hard launch on Instagram soon if I have a good enough pic.
Yeah. Hopefully this weekend. I know we said that last weekend, but this time we mean it.
Yeah, this time we mean it.
Like we need to start wherever we start with that intention.
Yeah.
So whenever we were at Rainy Street and me and Haley, like we do this thing, like Taylor, you and I do this too, but like it just so happened that like when we were there, we do this thing. Haley and I were like, we'll get a drink together and like one of us will pay for it. But then we also like want to take a shot. So then I'm like, okay, like we'll just get a drink. And then like next time we go up to the bar, like I'll get a shot. And then like we just like trade off like drink, shot, like buying whatever. And so we got drinks. And then I went back up to the bar to get shots. And freaking like two of our friends come over and they're like, oh, you're getting shots. I'm like,
oh, fuck.
I'm like, yeah, like you guys, like I'm just like in such a good mood that I'm like, yeah, like you want one? So I bought 5 shots for like all of them because one of them I'm like, I haven't seen you in a week. The other one had his girl with him. I'm like, shots for everyone. For everyone. Fuck
it's
it.
like when you're in school and you take out gum and everyone's like, oh, you have gum I want.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, fuck.
So I'm like, okay, full send, whatever. So I'm getting everyone a shot. And then from that moment on, we were just having so much fun. Like the drunk started to hit. And I was like kind of avoiding Sneaky Link like for a little bit because I'm just like, I just like kind of like broke up with you. Like I'm making jokes. I'm like, I broke up with him. Like I broke up with him.
Yeah, crushed his heart.
And he made like the comment to Taylor. What did he say?
He was like, I'm in the doghouse, but I'm sure you already heard about that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I literally fucking hate you.
So, we were all just hanging, but I like told him even too, like in the car, he's like, our thing is gonna be awkward. I go, no, I'm like the least awkward person ever. Like nothing really embarrasses me and nothing makes me feel awkward. So I like told him, I'm like, I'm not awkward. And I know he's really awkward with certain things. So I was like, I know you're gonna be awkward. So like, I just like had to go up to him and talk to him because like I could tell he felt awkward. So I was like, okay, fine. Like I'll go up and say something to him and like fuck around with him and make jokes with him. And then that's when like the ice kind of broke and I was like, okay, he's good now. Like nothing's weird. And we were just having a good time and we decided at around what? 5, 6?
I don't even know.
5 maybe?
It was like,
oh wait, timestamps, duh.
Yeah, duh.
We have videos. I have my phone out.
We have videos. But everyone, my boyfriend's friends were on East and they were like, it's too early to go to East. And he was like,
shit. That was at 7:45.
Yes, it was early.
No, but that's later than I thought. I was saying 5 we went over.
No. We got there at like 6. Yeah.
So at 7:45, guys, there's like these little go-kart things that
are like they're like 3-row golf carts, but
they're
like,
closed.
They're like closed off like cars
with doors.
And one of our friends was like, "Oh, I'll call an Uber," but there was one of those across the street. And like taking something that's not a normal car is so much more fun.
So much more fun. Even though
it's basically the same thing, it's just so much better to take. It's just more fun. Like, why would we go in a car when we can take the golf cart?
Yeah.
There's no reason. Oh, the windows are down, the wind in your face. Oh my God, 12 out of 10. So we're like, cancel the fucking Uber. We're getting in the golf cart. And he was like, it's going to be like $5 a person.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah, give it to me.
Done. So yeah, it was like $30. And it was like, well, it's going to be $30 for an Uber anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's ride. So we got in this little golf cart. I'm like literally being like a puppy. I have like my head out the window. And then my glasses fell out of the car.
Which, it's funny because as they fell out, she looked at me and goes, my sunglasses. And I turn around and I don't see them anywhere on the road.
They fell out.
Yeah, no, they definitely did because you lost them. But I was like, I turn around and we're like on the highway. I'm like, I don't see those things anywhere.
Yeah, like the golf cart, like on the highway, like.
Yeah.
Okay. But, like we were zooming.
It was just like one little quick exit. Like, it wasn't
exit,
even anything crazy, but like.
But I did lose my sunglasses, and rest in peace. But that's why you buy Amazon sunglasses for $10.
Yeah, and in the car too. So it's just funny because like me and Sneaky Link were sitting in the back, and then Taylor was sitting on her boyfriend, and then Haley was in one seat, and then our other guy friend was in the front seat, and like I don't know, the vibes of that thing were just so funny because it's like we were all just like hammered, like Haley's hanging out the window taking photos, like Sneaky Link has his glasses like all crooked and shit, and like your head's out the window, my head's out the window.
And then like I'm just like out being like a crackhead, and like I just have like my boyfriend being like this girl.
Yeah. And then we went straight to Latchkey, which I was kind of upset about, but that's because your boyfriend had friends at Latchkey.
Yeah. But then I went to Lucky Duck.
I know, because everyone told you that I was there when I wasn't. I was sitting on the couch.
My boyfriend's friends were at Latchkey, so like we were like, let's just go there. Like his friends are there. Like, you know, like I'm constantly dragging him to where my friends are. I could do him solid and go to where his friends are. And then they went to Lucky Duck, and I was like, perfect, because like Sam wanted to go to Lucky Duck, go to Lucky Duck. And then I couldn't see you, so I go to Sam's fucking Sneaky Link and our friend. I'm like, where's Sam and Haley? And he goes, Lucky Duck. And I'm like, perfect. I'm going there. So I what's on number? I go in and like I get a drink and I walk in the back. I'm like,
she's not here.
But there was a good amount of people there, so I was really like scanning every picnic table, because if it was just two of you, like I was like, what? I was like, they're literally not even fucking here.
Yeah.
And I got a dirty martini, and those take a little bit to finish, so it wasn't like I could just like
chug it and go,
slam it and leave. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I literally was told that you were in here.
Yeah, which is so annoying too, because 2 seconds I think after you left, I go up to you and I go, where's Taylor? He goes, Lucky Duck. And I'm like, oh, why? I literally, like, I was begging her to go there. Like, what the fuck? He goes, I don't know. I told her you were there. I go, I'm right here. And then that's when you were gone for like a while. So then that's when me and Sneaky Link sat down on the couch, because there's a couch in the very entrance of like Latchkey. It's like the only couch there. Everything else is picnic tables and people standing. And me and him just got into like the deepest fucking conversation of like all time, which is like the conversation we had that morning. It was like the complete opposite of that conversation. Like talking about like, again, like I'm not gonna dump like my entire life story with this man onto the podcast, but like let's just say like things with him are so fucking confusing. But I'm like, whatever, like conversation happened. One of our friends walks over and he was like, oh fuck, are you guys in a deep convo? I go, yeah, get the fuck out of here right now. Like let us have this conversation. And then that's when you guys walked back in, and then the conversation ended, because I was like, okay, whatever, like this conversation has to end now. And I was just like going in with the intent of like, all right, I'm still gonna like play it where I'm not gonna give him any attention, because I need to do myself a solid and like not do that. And I had the best game of all time that night. Insane.
Yeah, every time I looked, Sam was just with a new group of dudes.
One thing I knew, so our
like period queen.
Yeah, our guy friends, one thing that they say that they absolutely love when girls go up to them is just like a compliment. Like it could be about fucking anything. Like guys love compliments. Like they love it. And so I was like, you know what? I was going up to every guy complimenting them, even if I like wasn't 100% honest. Like this one guy had like a little like stash thing, like a little like,
I love your mustache.
Yeah. So I go up to him and I'm like, oh my God, like I love your mustache. And he like touches it and goes, oh, thanks. Like, hell yeah. And then that's when like I got into the conversation. I was like, so what's your name? And we exchanged names. I was like, are you from here? And if they said you're not from here, I fucking skirt. I go, ooh, get out of here. We're not talking to visitors. I want a man, not like just a one night stand, you know? So yeah. I got about, I think, 4 numbers. One of them I didn't save. I ended up saving all of them other than one, because the guy, I kept saying to everyone, I'm like, put your name in and then text yourself. And this one guy didn't. And I was like, all right, well, what the fuck? Not happening with that one. But then I found this one group in the middle of the picnic tables, and they were like probably in like their like late 20s, early 30s, and I thought they were a bachelor group because they just like looked like that. There was like 10 guys, all like massive like gym bro looking guys, and I'm like, oh, this is definitely a bachelor group. So I'm gonna go up to them and I go, what's up, guys? Like, you guys a bachelor group? Like, let me take a guess. And then they all like laughed at us. They're like, no, but we keep getting that tonight. And I'm like, it just looks like it. You have no girls around. And they're like, we're actually from here. I'm like, oh my God, you're from here? And they're like, yeah, we live on Lake Travis. And I'm like, oh, you guys live on Lake Travis? Like, sick. And so I hung out with those guys most of the night. And if you have me on Snapchat, it was the guys that were like so tall. Every single one of them was above like 6'2". And I was drooling all over the place. And meanwhile, like Sneaky Link's watching all of this go down, and Haley's joining in on it. It was just good vibes.
Good vibes, great vibes.
Claiming my
vibes.
Dominance over Sneaky Link.
As you should.
But I was dancing after like I bought a drink, which my go-to drinks at Latchkey are like either like a spicy ranch water or just like a regular like margarita. And I literally am dancing there, and one of the guys that like I went up to, his friend like knocked the drink out of my hand, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, And so then he was like, okay, like we'll go up to the bar and I'll get you a drink. Like, I'm sorry about my friend. We go up to the bar, he gets a drink, gets me my drink, and like this man is literally like 6'4", like around me, like holding on to me, like over the, like his head is over my head, like at the bar, and like we're like this. And then that's when like Sneaky Link and one of our guy friends comes over, and I'm like I was like, this is so awkward. But I was like, I don't even care. I'm getting too drunk to even care at this point. But from that moment on, all the way until like midnight, I think, I don't, like, it all just blended in. So many people were showing up.
Yeah, everything is a big ol'
like Waterboy Mike was there.
Waterboy crew.
Like the whole entire Waterboy team was there.
The
Waterboy
team was
all of our friends ended up showing up. Like,
yeah.
I got texts, so I woke up that next morning because I had no service, so none of my texts would send and none of my texts I could receive. And I woke up the next morning with, I think, like 7 texts of people being like, are you at Latchkey? Are you at Latchkey?
We saw Ken and Chandler.
Yes, literally. We saw so many people, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why don't I have service there? Because I'm such a talkative person when I'm out, like, wandering all over the place. And if I knew half the people that text me were there, I would have probably, like, tried to find them and, like, go up to them. And there was this one girl that I had been messaging back and forth with all day. And I felt bad because, like, I told her I was going, but my text couldn't send. So I took Sneaky Link's phone and I texted her off of his phone. And I was like,
who?
Gabby. Yeah. Sometimes I feel bad name dropping. But yeah, but then I texted her off my phone. I'm like, just so you know, I'm like the middle picnic table, like on the top, like you'll see me. And then she found me and then climbs up. And then she
was there.
Yeah. And that's when there was like, I think like 8 of us girls on that table.
Was I still there?
You were on the table, I think, with us. That's when we were taking the photos. Remember? And all the boys were on the bottom. And then she came up, and I'm like, we're literally all going to fall off. I thought we were going to fall off that table. I was wearing that floral top.
You know what it also is? Like, that was so many days ago at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so we were on the table, and I thought I was going to freaking fall off. And as I'm up there, I noticed Waterboy Mike is like 2 people, like my guy friends are at my feet, and then like right behind my guy friends is Waterboy Mike. So I screamed to him, I go, Waterboy Mike, do you have any Waterboy? And he pulls like 6 fucking sticks of Waterboy out of his pocket and just hands them to me. And I'm like, nice, like love this.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know what Waterboy is, it's like an electrolyte thing. So I like take it and I just rip it open and pour it into my drink.
And then you post sober queen.
I know. I don't know. I just think I'm invincible. Like, I don't know what it is.
You are.
I know. I guess. Kind of. And.
You are invincible.
Yeah, I'm so invincible. And you know what the thing is with me with going out is like, it gets to a certain extent with like random guys. Like once it gets like to 11:30, like midnight, I don't want to talk to a random guy anymore because I don't want them thinking I'm like leaving with them. So, like, I'll talk to you all the way up until, like, 11:30 midnight. But, like, past that, I'm not talking to you because I don't want you to think, like, I'm going to get in an Uber with you and go home because I'm not doing that. So, I, like, kind of, like, ditched the guy I was with. And, like, I could just see him from the distance, like, kind of, like, staring at me. I'm like, fuck, like, I feel bad. But I was like, I'm just not doing that. Like, I don't want to. Like, I'm happy I got your number. Now, like, tomorrow you can text me. We can go get, like, drinks, like, later in the week, whatever. But then I look at my Sneaky Link, like, right in front of me. I'm like, and that's when Taylor was like saying like, let's get out of here, and I go, no.
Like, you were like, don't be mad at me, I'm gonna go with him.
I go, don't be mad,
bruh.
I was like, but I'm just gonna sleep over, that's it.
Like, I'm not having sex with him. I was like, okay.
Which I didn't. I went straight to bed. I didn't at night. So that night I get back, I was like, I'm gonna blue ball him. I was like, I'm gonna blue ball the shit out of him. So we get back and we're like hanging out for a while. And I was like, I'm just gonna fall asleep. So like I lay down and I just get nice and comfy in his bed and I just put my hands together on my head and I just lay there, and I'm laying there and he's like blaring music, like going crazy, like spinning around his shirt, like just dancing around. And he's like screaming, he's like, Sam, like wake up, like let's rage. And I'm like, no, I'm going to bed. And I'm like laying there. He's like, and he starts like shaking my head and like shaking my body, like, come on, like wake up, like we're having so much fun. I'm like, no. And I fall asleep, and I'm sure he was awake for a while because I woke up the next morning and there was like food on like the nightstand, and like I was just like, he was definitely up like eating like food in bed next to me.
That's so funny.
Like I'm like asleep and he's just eating food in the bed
That's so
next to
funny.
me. I know. And then the next morning, then
I rotted all day on Sunday.
the next morning stayed with him for like a little bit, but then we went to Stabbies again, and
I rotted all day. Brought my boyfriend to Trader Joe's for the first time, changed his life. And like literally rotted on the couch.
I don't think I've ever been that hungover in my entire life.
I was hungover on Saturday.
I don't even know if it was like a hangover. I think it was just lack of sleep.
No, because on Saturday I got Dutch Bros and Nervous Charlie's, which is like this bagel place, and I was very unwell in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I think it for me was just I didn't sleep at my house both nights.
Not sleeping at your house sucks.
Both nights, like horrible. Like I could get the same amount of sleep if I'm home or if I'm not home, but it just doesn't
doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit if I'm not home.
I told my boyfriend, I was like, maybe this weekend if we go out,
You should
sleep at your place.
You should. You also need to like get shit to like leave at his place.
I know, but like, I would just like rather him come here. Like all my shit is here.
Yeah, you're gonna leave me and this weekend, me and my brothers at my place. Fuck, I'm gonna have to be dealing with their fucking shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dealing with their shit like on Saturday night. Like,
see, but then in the morning I'll be like, let's go home. Like I want to like be back at my house.
Yeah, especially like I don't know. I feel like waking up. Yeah. I don't know. But I mean, I had fucking fun, so I can't complain about the hangover that I had from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
It was very fun. Like it was a great time. Like living life, having a good time. No complaints.
Yeah. So that was our weekend. Pretty fun, pretty productive. We had a game night this week with all our other friends, which we have not had in a very long time.
Yes, and it was really nice.
I know. I feel like a lot of you guys were probably like, what has been happening to game nights? What has been happening to like that other friend group? Love them all, but it's just like we've all been like traveling on different timelines.
It's
like,
hard when everyone is like grown adults to always be together. It's not like when you had friends in like high school where like you're all on the same schedule, you do the same thing, you live the same life. Everyone literally is at school the same time, like, or even in college when like everyone's social life like revolves around the same things. It's like it's so hard to get everyone.
Yeah, and like a lot of our friends have been like specifically with our like Monops friends, is they've also been like getting new jobs. Like it's just like it has not been like
hard. It's hard to be, and realistically, it feels like a long time. But it's only really been like a month.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I was like, when we were all hanging out last night, I'm like, I missed you guys so much. Like, we just like such wholesome like times with them.
Yeah,
like,
it's nice to have like those friends that are just like
we can play games.
Ride or die.
Yeah, our ride or dies.
A play date.
So we're gonna be getting back on our game nights once a week. Pretty excited about that because I just need like, I know Taylor has a boyfriend, so like you probably don't feel the same, but like I just need like social encounter during the week.
Yeah, and
but you do get that.
Yeah,
like because like he'll sleep over during the week. Like I just need like at least one night out of the week. That's why like
the last like during the week I regret it every time.
Yeah, but like that's why like the last month or so I've been going like dating so much like during the week just because like I need like a recharge of like social like other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right now my social battery's so low that when we do so much during the week, I'm kind of like I could go without.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I need to like see people. It makes me like happy and forget about like work during the week. Yeah.
So, for sure.
That has been nice doing that. A lot of wholesome things during the week, and I need to like also stop spending so much money. Yeah. It's just summer's so hard. We've been getting invited on a lot of boats, and I'm kind of like rejecting a lot of the boats.
But I'm
because I don't want to go. Like I need to calm down.
I'm not like buying a lot of things.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? I don't like go shopping. I don't know the last time I went shopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not really out here.
It's just like I do have like a lot of clothes, but it's just been hard because like a lot of the clothes like they just don't. I'm like trying to get used to my boobs, you know?
Yeah.
Like I put clothes on, I'm like, oh, this just doesn't fit like the same as like this other shirt does with my boobs. So it's like I'm still trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to really go shopping and like, because I know there's just so much going on here in Texas in the summer that I would just rather like spend money on like
doing things.
Like
I
I'd rather
agree.
go out to dinner than like go shopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that was our weekend. Lots of fun.
But
It is time to get into our overrated, underrated topics.
yay, yeah, I'm really excited about this.
I know, me too. We haven't done something like this in kind of a while, I feel.
Yeah, last time we did it, we had you guys send in the topic, but like, I'm sorry, we just picked them ourselves.
Yeah.
We picked them ourselves with things we think are underrated and overrated. And just remember, overrated and underrated doesn't mean something's necessarily really, really bad or the best thing ever. It's just like,
It's just kind of...
it could use a little less, like, it could be taken down.
I know.
a
Also, don't
notch.
be soft. Like,
Don't be soft. It's
like the fact that we have
all
to
in
give this
fun.
disclaimer. Like,
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
but
I'm
I
saying?
like the disclaimer because I think some people use the word overrated and like assume that automatically means like it's like terrible and we hate it.
worthless and,
Like,
no-
but didn't
not-
you say that was overrated? Like, okay, it could be like overrated as in like it's
not
not
that deep.
God level best thing in the entire universe. I never said it was awful. I just said we can calm down.
Yeah.
So I feel like then it's just like, but you said it was overrated. It's like, yeah, because it doesn't need to be hyped up every single day of your life.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Do we want to do
it's
like
all in fun.
every other one, or do we want to do all underrated and then all overrated?
I think all
Okay, yeah.
overrated, all underrated.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's start overrated.
Yeah.
Because in our list it's first.
Yeah.
So might as well. Overrated. The first thing we have written down is expensive gym clothes. Y'all, $100 on leggings and filling your entire wardrobe with expensive gym clothes is not necessary. You don't need to be doing it. You don't need such expensive gym clothes in your closet. It's just there's so many other ways. Like dupes are real. Amazon is real. Buying things when they're on crazy sale. It's not a flex.
Poshmark, like
Poshmark.
thrifting. I used to get all my shit when I was like in college at TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx, huge. Like, you don't need expensive gym clothes to work out.
Yeah,
you
and-
don't need $100 leggings. You don't need $80 bras. You don't.
And I know you're probably thinking like, Sam Taylor, you guys wear expensive shit. Yeah, we get gifted it. Like, we're fortunate enough where we do get a lot of PR. But like, if I wasn't like an quote unquote like influencer, I fucking hate that word. But like, if I wasn't, I probably would just be getting everything on Amazon.
I'd probably be getting on everything on Amazon and only really get like
Which actually 50% of my wardrobe is paid for.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
yeah, but like if only if there were certain pieces that I like
Yeah.
really was like,
It's
oh,
just-
I really like that.
I think it's more important now that we're not so like gym rats, like we have a well-rounded like lifestyle. I would rather have a well-versed closet than only gym clothes, because my closet used to be only gym clothes. And I would like
Yeah.
struggle when I would go out to like have a nice outfit. Like it took almost a year and a half to actually build up my closet
right
of like
same.
regular clothes,
Yeah.
because I was putting all my money towards gym clothes.
Yeah, like it doesn't need all your money. Like really just like be more little like more picky and choosy with like what maybe from a certain brand you really want and what you can afford to skip.
Yeah, exactly. Next one is, Taylor was a little bit iffy on this one, but I wanted to put this down just because you know, I personally just like never really found like obviously there's a benefit in it, but like now that I know how to do it, deadlifts I think is overrated. Obviously Taylor has made the address. You say what you said to me last time.
I just think you could make this call for any single exercise.
Yeah, I guess. But like what she did say was that like it's obviously important and like safe to know how to deadlift.
I think like having a strong foundation to like pick something heavy off the ground like properly and like building that strength in your body like is good. But I just think that you can make this call for any strength. any exercise that you're training for the sole purpose of strength really has no other purpose than being strong at it.
Exactly. And I think that's where, like, at least for me, like, I thought, like, I had to do the big three in order to, like, aesthetically look great, too. And, like, that's just, like, not the case.
You don't need to do anything.
Yeah. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can do anything you want.
So I just think that, for me specifically, deadlifts are overrated, and I have not done deadlifts in probably over a year.
I would say if you're putting deadlifts for the purpose of growing your legs, you're way better off swapping them for like an RDL.
Yeah.
And like another variation of a deadlift than like picking something off the ground heavily. Especially if you like already know how.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your goal is strength, then do you. But anyways, next, this is like the most overrated thing in all of fitness industry ever in the history of all time. 12-3-30, which if you don't know what that is, if you live under a rock, it's 12 incline, 3 speed, 30 minutes. The reason this is overrated is because there's nothing special about these numbers. It's just walking is good, low intensity cardio is good.
You could do 12-3-30 or you could do 12-3-15. It's still good.
You could do 12-3-15. You can do 7 3.5 45. You can do literally anything on the treadmill you want, and it's just like 12-3-30 is like kind of hard. Everyone's like, it's an easy way to walk. It's like that's difficult to do. And it's not a walk it's hard. Have to be able to do it, hold on to the treadmill.
And defeats
so
half
you're
the
not
purpose.
doing anything. But like it's just you can do any form of low intensity cardio and get the same result. And everyone's like 12-3-30 like gave me abs. You're losing weight.
Yeah.
You can
No, there's nothing that drives me more insane than people saying that.
People are saying 12-3-30 like tone my butt. Walking on an incline does not give you an ass. I don't care. I literally don't care. And then it's like people might be like, but my legs got more toned. Or like you can see like they look a little bit stronger. Yeah, because if you were sitting on your butt doing nothing, you've never exercised a day in your life, and now you're walking uphill every single day.
Yeah,
that'll put a little bit of muscle in your legs because you were like doing zero, and now that's like a little bit of resistance. You're walking uphill. You're probably gonna get nice calves.
Yeah,
but like that's not building muscle. Like if you lift, you're not gonna get like extra gains because you do 12-3-30. You would lose weight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like so bizarre that like
I would rather go on a hot girl walk and get some fresh air than
you can do anything you want. You can run, walk, incline walk, mix up incline walking with running, sprint. It's just fucking cardio. You can do stairs.
Yeah.
Do whatever cardio you want. Like 12-3-30 is not a special amount of numbers. You can do anything you want.
The next on the overrated list is going to be hustle culture. The all or nothing / waking up at 5 a.m. culture.
Yeah, hustle culture is so fucking weird. Productivity is all cool, but the people that like
praise themselves for being like better than everyone else.
They're like content creators full time, and they wake up at 5 a.m. to go lift. Why?
Yeah, like
why? Like that's just very interesting. I mean, and to say that you're doing like to like pride yourself in that.
Yeah, it's
just like a weird flex, but okay. Like, why do you do that? Like sleep is good for you. You can sleep.
Like I am like an example of that. Like last year when I lived in my little studio apartment by myself, like literally like waking up at 6 a.m. to go on like almost a 2-mile walk and then like have breakfast, go to the gym, and then like but I'm like I had the whole day to like not do that. Like I didn't need to be like hustling like a crazy motherfucker.
Or like doing that on like a Sunday.
Yeah, like chill, Sam, like take some rest, like breathe. Like no wonder I was always bloated and shit. It's because my body was so stressed out.
Yeah, like hustle culture is so insane. Like take fucking time off. You don't need to wake up at 6 a.m. on vacation to like go for a run. Like just relax. It's not cute. It's not relatable either. It's like because everyone that's like that is like content creators, like entrepreneurs, and it's like people have like real things they need to get done, and you're just like making yourself busy like kind of for no reason.
Yeah, I know.
It's like not relatable, and it's weird.
And just like even too with the all over hustle culture of like for no reason, like tracking macros, restricting yourself from restaurants, like
Going to the gym for 4 hours.
going to the gym for 4 hours when there's like really no point to that.
Like flexing that you were in the gym for 4 hours is
Yeah.
like, okay, weird.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Like, that's such a weird flex that you were in the gym the entire day. Good for you. Next one, I think that is super overrated, is like self-help and motivational books. That's what I used to think I had to read. And they're quite literally stupid. Like, I don't know, they're so dumb. There's good things in them, but I think you could hear them on a podcast. I think you could read them on one short little Pinterest quote. I don't think 400 pages of like telling you to be a better person is like necessary, and that's such a hustle culture person thing to do, is read a self-help book. Like, you don't need to fucking read them. Like, when everyone does 75 hard and you have to read every day, people read those books. You can read other books. I just think that they're overrated and dumb.
Yeah, I have no say on this one because I don't read books, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
I just think you don't need to sit and read a book to like
Get
tell
motivated.
you that you're like a person who's like worth something. And I just don't think the books are that good. I think it feels very like almost like I feel like I could write one.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of stupid.
Yeah. Next one on the overrated list is gonna be a fuck ton of caffeine. I was gonna say a fuck ton of pre-workout and just like really bad shit for you, but honestly too, like people go way too overly aggressive on like the caffeine, even with just coffees. Like I hear way too many people that are like, I've had like 6 coffees today. I'm like, holy shit, like why? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, because we have days where we have like 2 coffees and we're like, today was a lot.
Yeah, like oh my god, I had 2 coffees today.
And like we know if we ever have a lot of caffeine, like we're very self-aware and we're like, that wasn't good. That was too much. Like we know.
Yeah.
And some people are so just like, oh, I probably have like 500 milligrams a day. And like they're just
and they don't
cool
care
with it. And it's like, you need to not do that. Not even like, let's just say there was no like a heart problem. Like let's say it was fine for you. Like let's say it's fine. Don't you just want your natural body to be
functioning
a little bit more functionable than that?
Yeah.
Like
No,
today
I
I
agree.
did my workout with I drank half a coffee and then went to the gym.
Yeah.
And some people like can't, like I think I'm caffeine dependent, and then I realized like, okay, I did my workout with only half a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And some people genuinely can't function
Mm-hmm.
without any coffee or any caffeine. And I just feel like you should make your body a little bit more like able to run on just fucking food and water and being a human being. It's just like not cute to be like, I've had 3 Celsius today.
Oh my god, my like heart would explode.
I would have a panic attack.
No,
I'm
literally.
honestly, I'm saying this out of jealousy, because if I had that much caffeine, I'd have panic attacks. Like,
Yeah.
how do y'all not have panic attacks?
I know, it doesn't make sense.
I would straight up be like shaking in a corner crying.
Yeah. Anyways, treat your body better, guys, please.
And just like, if you
Just be conscious.
like get 8 hours of sleep, try that.
Then next on the list is protein powder. Guys, I love protein powder. Don't get me wrong, but some of y'all are fucking shoving that shit into like chicken sandwiches. Like I don't even know. Like
And
I see people putting it into weird things.
Some of y'all are putting it into everything and then pretending that it's dessert.
Yeah.
Protein powder is protein powder, and some protein powder is good for a protein powder.
Yeah.
It's not good in comparison to a cake.
Yeah.
It's good for a protein powder because it tastes like protein powder, and calling things dessert when it's protein powder and xanthan gum and ice is not real. Making protein ice cream 10 times a day in your Ninja Creamy is disgusting.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me for 1 second that your xanthan gum concoction is ice cream just because it looks like ice cream.
Now, I think it's okay to be having protein powder like once a day, but like people really exceed it when they're doing like 3 to 4 times a day. So like if like I personally like to do it in my cream of rice every morning. Now, if you personally want to do it in like
Ice cream, and you think
an
that
ice
tastes
cream
better?
once a day, sure, go for it. But if you're also having like cream of rice in the morning and then later in the day doing like protein ice cream and then also having like a protein bar and then also maybe having like protein chips, like hold up
Relax.
a second. Like
Also,
are
if
your
you're-
shits okay?
if you're gonna do protein ice cream, you need to. I think the way it should be marketed and posted is like, look at this cool, convenient way to get in protein. Not look at this ice cream replacement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
same thing with something like cauliflower rice. The cauliflower rice is like a convenient way to get vegetables in,
Mm-hmm.
not a rice replacement.
Yeah.
Like,
Very good. point.
don't be out here trying to be like, I made cookies out of protein powder and they taste exactly like the real thing. Bullshit, and you know it. And don't come on here saying that crap.
Yeah. Exactly. I am a full stand for this because when I used to do this, my shits were not on schedule.
Yeah, like I know you have stinky farts and like
Oh,
xanthan
protein
gum.
farts, 100%.
And all that xanthan gum when people put it in their smoothies, like that's not good for your fucking stomach.
No. Especially because one serving is like literally like, I think it's like 1 teaspoon, but people will throw in a whole like tablespoon of that
Yeah,
shit.
no, it's not good for your stomach. And like, I don't know, like when people make those and it's so much volume.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much fucking xanthan gum do you put in? Oh my god, it's like making me nauseous.
Mhm.
Like, it's just like, stop pretending that it's delicious.
yeah.
We've gone too far. And with bars, like if you have a like there's other snacks.
Cottage cheese, try it out.
I told Sam on the overrated list we should put cottage cheese, and she said I would get attacked and
No,
canceled
you would
by
get
the cottage cheese
canceled.
community. This next one, overrated Apple Watches. I have not worn an Apple Watch in almost a year because my cat ate my charger and I have just not charged it since, and my life has been totally the same. You just don't need to track everything on a watch for it to count and be worth it. You don't need to constantly be closing your rings. Like some people post, like there's TikToks of people that are like, I went the whole year and closed my rings every single day. Holy fuck.
Like you never had a rest
Holy
day?
fuck. And not even that. I think you need to like disconnect from your technology a little bit. Like you had that shit moving every single day. Like, don't you want to have like maybe a day or at least a few hours where there's not a piece of technology like attached
like
to
my
your
thought
body?
process is like when we went to Cabo, I didn't bring my watch with me. Like you're telling me that person like brought their watch like on a vacation and like was closing their ring?
Yeah, it's just a little bit insane.
Yeah.
It's a little bit insane, the closing your ring thing, having like a phone attached to your wrist when we're already attached to our phone so much. And I'm not an anti-phone person, but I think at some point it's good to not be literally connected at every single moment in your entire life. Like you can not have every notification on your wrist. It's a bit much.
Speaking of that, my fucking watch is not connected to my phone, which is like really annoying. Because that's why I do wear it when we go out, but it's not connected. But
Why
anyways,
isn't it connected?
because when I got my new phone, because I got this new phone like a few months ago.
Connect it. Do it today.
Yeah, but like I don't care that much, you know. Like I
Okay.
I wear my watch, but like I don't really care that much.
I'm going on walks
'Cause, like,
now,
look,
so I
it
want to
says-
connect my phone. I need to charge my watch again. I want to wear it on walks.
It says like on the top of this like iPhone not connected. Like,
I also want to wear it to time my workouts again because sometimes I'm like, how long have I been in here?
Yeah.
But it's like overrated as something that like people
You
need,
rely on.
that you rely on every single day of your life.
footsies.
It's very weird that people like.
Yeah, like
close
today I
rings,
didn't even
everything.
like start my workout. Like usually when I get to the gym, if it's like, oh, we got to the gym at 11, I can like time wise like clock it that way. But for the most part, like 50% of the workouts, like I'm not even like starting a ring on it.
After my dance class yesterday, I was just like curious on like if anyone wore a watch and how many like calories it said they burned, because it's like a cardio class and I just want to like make sure people like, I die in there because I'm teaching, so I'm talking and moving the whole time, and I want to make sure everyone else is like getting in a good. So like everyone was leaving. I was like, by any chance, do any of you wear an Apple Watch in here? And only one person was like, yeah. I was like, oh. I was like, did you like start a workout? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, wow, I like that only one of you did that. Like only one. I was like, cool. Way to have a healthy relationship with exercise, guys.
Yeah. All right, moving on to underrated.
Yeah, let's get positive. Underrated. Number 1 on the list, the F Word podcast. So underrated.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like, share that shit around.
Rate us 5 stars, y'all. It's so underrated. Rate us 5 stars. It takes 2 seconds. Press the 5-star button.
Literally, 5-star. Post this episode on your story. Tag us. Like,
get one friend to listen. If everyone got one friend to listen, we would double our audience.
Literally.
Get one friend to listen. Sibling, coworker, your mom, your grandma, your friend, your roommate, your boyfriend. If everyone got one person, we would double our audience. Like, hello? We're so underrated. Rate us 5 stars.
You can do this one because this one's yours.
Yeah, so true. Electrolytes are so underrated. One, for like weekend activities, like they work. Like a water boy, like an element.
I have like 2 or 3 on the weekends. Like, I love it.
A water drop electrolyte. We have quite a few brands in our thing. We have a code for water drop electrolytes. It's F Word. They're like little cubes. Waterboy, we should have an F Word code.
I have one code. It's just Sam Taylor, yeah.
Just Sam Taylor. Electrolytes are so key if you're like drinking on the weekend. Like I'm not even kidding. They work. I literally felt like shit this weekend. I didn't drink them. Like, hello, like you did that to yourself. And then I also drink them after my workouts during the week because they just have like minerals in them. And I work out outside and I sweat and I go to dance and I sweat and I'm going on walks in the sun and it really drains you. And being dehydrated can happen like easier than you think, even if you're drinking a lot of water. So I like to get in like all my minerals, and I'll drink like my electrolytes after my workouts, like during the day. And I think electrolytes, like, they make me feel so good and so hydrated and so like replenished. I feel so good when I drink them. Yeah. And I think more people should be getting in their minerals and their electrolytes.
Yeah, that's like the one, like, not like supplement, because it's like not really a supplement. Like,
it's
I feel like
vitamin.
Yeah, like I feel like
it's a supplement.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like there's like obviously like BCAAs and all that shit, but like I don't, like, if I were to get one thing and it came in like in a tub, like if there was like electrolyte tubs, which
like
there are,
a scooper.
Yeah, like I would get it. Like anything else I just think is overrated.
I feel like we should come out with like
a tub
hangover recovery.
Yeah, we should,
because like one thing about us is like we love to be healthy and we love to get drunk.
Exactly. Put some creatine in there.
I think like, or like an alcohol brand.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if we had an alcohol brand that was like low cal tequila sodas or like espresso martini. Yeah. Like no, like we'd fuck up an alcohol brand for real.
Yeah. Next one is going to be your microgreens, baby. I think microgreens are so underrated. I buy a tub of microgreens from Trader Joe's and I finish the entire tub by the end of the week. And I feel like the epitome of health. Like everyone should be doing this because it's like the easiest way to like sneak in greens. So you just throw them on anything and it goes along with anything. Mm-hmm. Like I haven't had like any meal where I have put it on something and been like, oh, this should not be on it. Like put it on your tacos, put it on like a rice bowl, put it on your sandwich, put it on.
They're good on a sandwich.
Yeah, like put it on anything like savory, not sweet. Don't put it on sweet shit.
Don't put it on your like oatmeal.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't do that.
You can put zucchini in your oatmeal. That's how you can get your greens in there. But microgreens, 100%. Buy it, put it on everything, and you're gonna feel so fucking healthy.
Yeah, I forgot to buy microgreens this week, but it's an easy way to get greens, and they also make your food look pretty.
Exactly, 100%. Garnish it perfectly.
It's a twofer.
Yeah,
but it's super easy, especially if you don't like vegetables and you're like, I cannot eat like a plate of broccoli. Which one? Grow up. But let's say that's you. Like, if you can't eat like broccoli, you're like, ew, no. Broccoli sprouts.
I am a broccoli hater.
Okay, well, you eat vegetables.
Yeah, I eat vegetables, but I don't like broccoli, no.
Unless it's from Planta.
Yeah, that's different. That's like fucking like fried and like
yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
You could do any vegetable with that sauce and that seasoning, and I'd like it.
Literally put a piece of shit with that sauce and that seasoning.
I would love it. It doesn't even need to
like
be broccoli.
macro could literally shit in a bowl and you could deep fry it and put that sauce on it.
Hold on, that's a reach.
I don't know.
I'm thinking about that. That sounds fucking nasty.
Next underrated is nutritional yeast, full of so many vitamins, tastes like Parmesan cheese, and has 5 grams of protein per tablespoon. So if you use 2 tablespoons of that throughout your day, that's 10 grams of protein.
Bro, I throw that shit in everything. I put it in my Caesar salads. I put it in sauces. I put it on everything. At least once a day.
I'm going to look up. There's a lot of nutrients in there too besides the protein. And it's just like so good for you. Like that's literally why it's called nutritional. Like it's so nutrient dense. And like 10 grams of protein, like are we kidding?
Yeah.
That's like such a good amount for like a seasoning. It has 600% your vitamin B12 for the day, which if you're a vegan or don't eat meat, you're deficient in vitamin B12 usually. So it has all of that. It has all your vitamin B6, B3, B2, and B1. B vitamins are just like important. And it has folate, which is like B9 and 5 grams of protein. So, 5 grams of protein for 2 tablespoons. Sorry. So 4 tablespoons would give you 10 grams.
Yeah.
But yeah, nutritional yeast is goated. It literally is just like kind of like salty. If you're vegan, it's like a Parmesan cheese alternative.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
It's good.
And then next is going to be your Amazon gym clothes. I know we talked about this in like the overrated stuff, but like no, seriously, like underrated, like for the people that don't really understand that like Amazon is like a really good place to get like really cheap clothes. Their workout clothes are top tier. Like the strappy sports bras, the dupes, all of it. Like I wear for the most part like 80% Amazon clothes.
Also just like their normal clothes are good too.
Yeah.
I bought tops.
I did buy a bunch of stuff. Haven't gotten it yet. I'm excited to see, but
I bought a bunch of tops because like especially with going out tops, like half the time like I am like so annoying that I don't like to repeat outfits. Like I'll repeat shirts, but I like to like wear them with different pants. Like, and I know I can, but like I don't know why. Like just I get weird about it. So like when you're buying cheaper things, and like I know like the fast fashion police like don't come for me, but like.
No, yeah.
Whatever.
Like, you win some, you lose some on that
You
scenario.
can't be perfect on everything and come for, like, the companies, not me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, not my problem. Come for the big corporations.
Yeah. Next is going to be planks. I love planks now. Like, the reason I used to hate abs is because my abs were so weak. And, like, you hate things when you're not good at them.
You're not good at them, yeah.
So, like, my core was weak as shit. And I went to solid core classes and I really built up my core strength because I got surgery. And like realistically, when I got surgery, the only things I could really do was leg days and core. I couldn't do anything upper body.
You haven't been to a workout class in a long time.
I haven't. I lowered my class pass thing and I just haven't gone because it's like when I got out of surgery, like they were difficult because I was injured. But now if I go to them, they're like easy. So I'm like, I'd rather just like go to the gym.
Yeah.
So it's definitely good for like active rest, but like honestly even too the weather's been so nice, so I'd rather just go on a walk.
Yeah, I just randomly thought about how you haven't been.
No. So I just think planks are super underrated. Like people be out here posting like their ab circuits of doing like all this crazy shit. Like no, you can get like the same results if you just do a plank. And it's like it goes the same with like your workouts and abs. Like stick to the basics and it gets the job done. Like my core has never been as strong as it has been as it is now. And obviously solid core played a little bit of a role, but like my planks, like I do planks 3 times a week now, and if I really wanted to, I could probably hold like a 3-minute, 4-minute plank.
Start putting weight in your back.
I know I could. I should.
You should.
I really should, actually. That's such a valid point.
I do planks when I teach dance. Speaking of teaching dance, our next underrated is sports as cardio. Cardio can be done in so many different ways, and you don't need to run to do cardio. I teach dance once a week, and it's like a hip-hop cardio class. We get a workout in there. Like how I said, I asked someone, like, I was like, just curious, like, do you start a workout on your watch? How many calories did you burn? He was like 430. And I'm like, holy fuck, like, why, like, go for a run? Because I bet none of those people in that class, if you were like, go run for an hour, no fucking shot they do it.
Yeah.
No chance in hell. And for a fat loss purpose, if that's your goal, we're talking calories in, calories out. So if running for an hour makes you want to die, you could go do something fun. Like
beach volleyball. Well, not beach, but like sand volleyball, tennis, pickleball, kickball.
yeah, like there's literally so many things to do that are just so much more fun. Like people, like dance class is so fun, and it doesn't even feel like workout. There's music on. It's a good time. We're just hanging out. We're vibing, and boom, you burn the same amount of calories as the person that just ran 3 miles.
Yeah. And I'm excited because I used to be super into tennis like a few months ago before my surgery. And I kind of like stopped doing it. And our friends that were over the other night, they still go every week. I just haven't been going. And I'm like, you know what? Starting this week, like I'm going to join you again. And I'm going to start going to tennis because Taylor goes to dance and I got nothing to do during the week because I'm like, whatever. But I'm going to pick up tennis again.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like I've been overdoing it. Like I'm going to dance tonight. And when I dance twice in a week, my body's like, fuck you, bitch. But it's just so fun that I want to go so bad. Yeah. And then I cry when I am so sore. But it's such good cardio. Like I like my walks outside these days, but you literally could not catch me doing another form of cardio. This is just way more fun. Yeah. There's so many things that you can do outside.
Next up is going to be an underrated
it's so random
meal. I know, but it is so underrated. Like, it's so fucking good. When I made it the other day, I was like, oh. And I got so pissed at myself when I went to the grocery store that I forgot to buy the supplies for it. And as a snack, mango with chamoy and tahini on there. Oh my God, it's chef's kiss. It's so good. Like, Taylor made it the other day when we were like sitting there hungover on Saturday morning. And I had some. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is so good. Like, way to spice up like your fruit. Like, it's so
underrated
good.
Seasoning fruit.
Yes, seasoning fruit. Like, you can get sugar-free chamoy on Amazon. I bought like 2 massive jugs of it, which
you'll never gonna buy it again.
I didn't mean to.
We're
like,
gonna have it for the rest of our life.
I didn't read the label saying that it was like a 2-for-1 massive special.
One thing about us, we buy things without looking at the quantity or size.
Yeah. So now we have all this chamoy, and I'm like, I'm going to lather all of my fruit in it. It's so good. Like,
good.
If you need a good, like, refreshing snack, get yourself some mango, chamoy, and tahini.
So good. So good. Next, underrated, kind of ties in with the overrated hustle culture, but rest days and rest weekends. Take the fucking weekends off. You don't need to be grinding all the time. Enjoy your rest days. I know some people work out on the weekends because if you work a like 9-to-5 job,
yeah,
like,
it makes it easier.
It makes it easier to go on the weekends because you don't have work.
Yeah.
Which like makes perfect sense. But taking the time off, whatever your designated time off days are, enjoy them. Yeah. Take them. 2 rest days a week works great for me. I don't think I could work out anymore. You know, when I first started, I was bouncing back quick. I could probably work out 7 days a week. I was in the gym like every single day. My body can't do it anymore. Yeah. Because I like just work out harder than I used to. I lift heavier. It's just not going to happen. And quite frankly, I don't want to. Yeah. Even like if I don't want to.
I'm even less than that. I'm 4 days a week. Like, I'm obviously still struggling to like be able to hit upper body. So maybe like down the road when I can again hit upper body 3 days out of the week, I will. But right now, I just can't hit upper body 3 days a week. Like, it ain't happening. I can barely get through 2 of them. So I'm only going to the gym 4 days a week. And then the other 2, I'm walking, doing a hot girl walk for like 3 to 5 miles. So don't think it's a bad idea to take like 2 to 3 rest days out of the week. Like, do you, girl? And guys listening. I know we have a small guy audience. But yeah, rest days are definitely underrated.
Yeah, rest days are literally as good for you as training days.
Also, like, not even just like the physical aspect good for you, but also like the mental aspect good for you.
Want to go.
Like, it gives me such like mental clarity and like makes me like appreciate the gym way more than like what it was. Like, when I used to like go to the gym 6 to 7 days out of the week, it was more because like I was like in a sense like punishing myself for the things that I was doing outside of the gym. Like, I was like, I have to go to the gym 6 to 7 days out of the week. But then once I started to like go back and start having more rest days, it made me appreciate / like work harder like for the days that I am in the gym and like appreciate the workout. Because it's like, I would rather now go to the gym knowing I'm gonna have a good workout than like
go for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I would always have a day of the week where I went and fucked around and didn't do anything.
And it's like I would rather just like not have gone.
Yeah.
Like
and put my energy
waste.
To where,
That was a waste of my time. You know.
Literally, yeah.
So. Next up on the list is good mornings. I've been loving good mornings. I had to throw an exercise on there. Taylor has an exercise too, which she'll say next. But good mornings, I do them literally every single like glute hamstring day. They feel so fucking good. And every single time I do them, I'm sore. Like, I love them. I do them on the V squat machine, but you can do it on anything. You can do it with a barbell on your back. You can do it on a Smith machine, like you name it. But I love good mornings.
Yeah.
They're totally underrated.
They're good. They're a good exercise. They're not really in my split these days unless I want to like switch it up with their.
Yeah.
They're up there. They're a good one. Next, I have this worded as pull-ups every day, but I'm really gonna kind of switch it up and just say like calisthenics in general, like body weight things. I kind of think I know a lot of people make this joke like when you've been lifting for a while but like can't do a pull-up, or like when you've been lifting for a while and like they ask how many push-ups you can do. I think you should be able to do a push-up. I think you should be able to do like pull-ups are hard. I'm not saying like, pull-ups are easy, but like I think being able to do body weight basic exercises correctly and like get, even if I'm not saying you need, like I just worked up to 10 pull-ups and that was fucking hard. I did a set of pull-ups every single day and like it was fucking hard and it took work. But even then getting like 1 or 2 pull-ups, I think you should be able to do.
Well, think about it this way. Like, what if someone's trying to kidnap you and steal you and you have to like climb up something, or you need to like use your body weight? Like,
you should be like physically
safety wise, like shit like that is like good to have in your back pocket.
You should just be physically in shape. And I just know it's a funny joke. Like I think posted the TikTok before, like when you ask how many pull-ups you can do and it's like funny, but it's like, well, like why can't you do a pull-up?
Yeah.
Like maybe try.
Yeah.
Maybe learn. And it's like, yeah, it's hard. And yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. But like, don't be a pussy bitch. Learn. Figure it. Like, try to do it. Try to get the strength to where you can do it. Because I do pull-ups every day after my, well, not every day because not on like my rest days, but every single time I go to the gym, I do 1 set of pull-ups. And on my back day, I'll do more sets. But I'll do 1 set of pull-ups every single day. And I feel very strong and very physically in shape, knowing that push-ups and pull-ups and dips are things I can complete. Like, what was it? I was on a boat. When I went on the boat with my boyfriend, when it was like his friend's party and I went on that boat, I came out of the water and just like pushed myself up. And it's like,
yeah,
this is why I'm physically in shape. Because I like just got up out of the water.
Exactly.
And, like, didn't need a ladder and hopped right up.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds stupid, but going to the gym and being strong for the purpose of like only being strong in the gym is like kind of fucking dumb. Like you should be able to do shit.
Yeah. I have one more that I didn't put on the list, but I thought of when we were podcasting.
Sure.
And I'm going to add that in there real quick.
Yeah.
And it is seed cycling. Like, I'm like, so I've been so for like the wellnessy girl aspect of just like life and things, and like putting like microgreens into shit, like having nutritional yeast and just having like more whole foods. But also like seed cycling, I feel like has helped me out tremendously, like with balancing out my hormones. I've done it since January 1st. And ever since then, like the last few months, like my hormones have definitely balanced out more than what they were. And like I've gotten my period, which is great. But also with like the benefits of the seeds too. Like seeds are so good for you. I'm not going to go into like heavy detail because one, I'm not like certified on this shit like at all.
Right.
But I will give you guys a website to like look in on if you guys want to know more information on seed cycling, because this is where I learned all of my like shit. And it's called Nourished by Nutrition. And you can type in, so just type in Nourished by Nutrition, seed cycling for hormone balance. And you can read the entire article of like seed cycling, what it is, like the benefits of each seed. And I just think like, even if it's not doing anything, like some people will say like, oh, seed cycling is just like a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Placebo.
Yeah, placebo. Even if it is for like your hormones and balancing out your hormones, seeds are still good for you. So like I'm still being a healthy fucking queen, okay? So that's my last one. I think that's underrated. And I put my seeds onto my oats every single morning. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm looking up the website right now.
Oh, you are? Yeah. But that is it. That was a ranty episode. I think that was like an hour and 20 minutes.
We've been fucking talking.
Yeah. My mouth is tired.
An hour and 20, yeah. An hour and 19 and a half. I'm looking at the thing right now.
My tummy is making weird noises. Did you hear that? I need water.
Interesting. Yeah, I need to like stop fucking talking. I'm like so over
Yeah.
this.
No, it
Like,
is
I'm
like once you hit like a certain extent of like podcasting, my mouth is like
No, I'm like I'm done for the rest of the day. I will be mute. Thank you.
no, literally. That's the thing, guys. When we podcast, the days we podcast, all the rest of my content is just mute everywhere else because I'm like,
I have to voice over
I
TikTok.
don't want to fucking talk.
I have to voice over a TikTok.
So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna post a graphic later in the week on the podcast Instagram of overrated versus underrated things. And you guys better go into the comments and add like your opinion on like overrated or underrated things that we maybe missed during this episode, because I love to just hear your guys' opinions on things. Like, it's not just us, you know, like we're a whole community of people. So I like to hear from you guys no matter what. So
yeah, I'd love to hear. I'd love to read them. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. If you didn't know, you can watch these podcasts on YouTube. Every single one.
Yeah, you can see me picking my nose and shit.
Yeah, you can see me like yawn. You can see me drink my drink. You can see us go on our phones.
Yeah.
It's like really interesting.
I talk with my hands a lot. So like you'll see that too. Like I'm talking with my hands. Taylor holds the mic. So she doesn't do that, which I'm like, I wish I could hold the mic, but I can't.
Yeah, I just got annoyed of like having it on the thing. So I just like feel better with it in my hand. We're also barefoot. So if you have like a foot fetish, maybe you'll see our feet.
Yeah, maybe for free. That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Dogsy out.
Most of the time you can't, but like maybe you'll get lucky.
Yeah. Dogs are out.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.